Hey everyone, I'm back with another episode of Let's Review, where I review the heck out of another game I have played on my lovely PS5. It's Love Gaming Retro here, and today we are reviewing The Last of Us Part 1 Remake on the PS5. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you love reviews and news on PlayStation games, as it will really help out the channel. Also, did you know The Last of Us has a connection with another PlayStation exclusive game?
Ooh, that's interesting!
Stick around as we will be finding more about that at the end of the video. Just to give you some background, I have not long owned a PS5, although having picked up The Last of Us Remastered on the PS4, I didn't manage to start it and ended up buying the remake version on the PS5. So in essence, this is the third time the same game has been released on 3 different consoles, yet this is the first time I have ever played the game. Moving right along, although at first I didn't think this game would be my type of game, it took me around 15 hours to complete, and if I was to sum up this game in one sentence, it would be an emotional roller coaster. The game is set in 2013 when an outbreak of a mutant cordyceps fungus ravages the US, infecting humans. The aim of the game can be broken down into 3 chapters. From 1. Joel, who you control throughout the majority of the game, is a smuggler and works with his partner Tess. You have to find a man called Robert, a black market dealer, to recover a stolen weapons cache which he has traded with the Fireflies, a rebel militia who oppose the quarantine zone authorities. 2. The leader of the Fireflies promises to double your cache if you can smuggle a teenage girl to the Fireflies headquarters. And 3. Throughout their journey and main objective to survive throughout what they come across, Ellie is rendered unconscious after almost drowning and is captured by the Fireflies. In hoping of producing a vaccine for this infection, they must prep Ellie for surgery and remove the infected portion of Ellie's brain, which will end up killing her. Joel refuses to let that happen and saves the day. Naughty Dog have not done this once or twice, but have been able to develop a game that maxes out the graphic capacity of the last 3 of PlayStation's consoles. These graphics really are something else, and experiencing the game on the PS5 for the first time really allows you to get more involved in the game because of how lifelike the graphics are. The facial expressions in each of the characters, you can't help but just admire how well this game has been developed, with graphics definitely being the forefront of this game. Even just the scenery as you go on your journey through the towns of America are beautiful to the eye. There was one scene in particular that blew my mind, the scene where you see giraffes outside. Felt like I was seeing them in real life. This third-person action adventure game provides improvised weapons which allow you to upgrade features, from the loading times of your guns to how quickly they can reload, and also provide an excellent hand-to-hand combat which is needed to defend yourself against the cannibalistic creatures, or the infected, which is what they're called. 90% of the game you control Joel, however all in all you get to control 4 characters in this game, from Sarah at the beginning, which is Joel's daughter, to Tess, and Ellie, which you get to control her nearer towards the end of the game. You get the possibility of killing creatures either directly front on from different types of guns, from handguns, rifles, even flamethrowers, a bow and arrow as well as objects such as bricks, bottles, baseball bats, as well as an axe. But no, this one doesn't come back to you once you throw it like in God of War. You also get to kill in a more stealth-like mode by creeping up behind them and strangling them, or even by stabbing them from behind. Just don't try to do it to the bigger creatures. These you have to kill from afar, otherwise you see Joel's face being pulled apart. Not very nice. If that wasn't enough, the game also provides you with something called a listening mode, which enables you to hear others' conversations through walls and objects. You could also say this game is a puzzle game, from the amount of times you have to work out how to either get on the other side of buildings or work out how to get Ellie to specific locations, especially in scenes where there is water as she can't swim. The AI in this game is spot on, especially when enemies notice you, which then makes them call for backup or hide behind obstacles to avoid being hit by you. I will go through what I disliked first, as that list is much shorter, but one thing that bugs me, although not sure if I should expect it more as games get more technical in next gen or current gen console, but I cannot stand bugs or glitches in games. It can really ruin the mood or scene, and unfortunately I experienced this in the game a few times, so I had to restart from the most recent checkpoint, and other times some characters in the game wouldn't move out the way, for example when I was on a staircase, so couldn't get past them, so again had to restart to the latest checkpoint. Although that was probably a whole amount of like 10 minutes out of the magnificent 15 hours playing this game. What did I like? Scratch that. What did I love about this game? First of all, the storyline. Although not deep on paper, the story and relationship of the characters make you so emotionally involved you end up feeling how they feel at different times of the game. I am known to be a cold robot emotionally by my friends, yet the first 5 minutes got me nearly teary when I can't even say it.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't. Oh no. Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me, I know this hurts me. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby.
Don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter, and I sure as hell ain't your dad.
Joel and his brother's relationship also is very realistic, which I loved.
I took care of us.
Took care. That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it.
I bring you the cure from mankind, and you want to play the pissy little brother.
Even in the winter chapter of the game, when Ellie meets David and James, I knew I shouldn't have trusted them. I have to say that part of the game when you have to kill David took me at least 5 times. It was extremely hard. Also, I am a very huge Joel fan. Although you could say he is not considered a good man, he has to do what he has to do to survive. And although it takes a while, he learns to love Ellie like his own daughter and realizes she is his responsibility to look after and take care of. That father and daughter relationship is just incredible, and the little conversations they have are so touching, you can't help but feel every bit of emotion throughout this game.
Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that.
Not much to say, but this is definitely getting a 9.8 on the Love Gaming Retro scoring board, and a part of me thinks this may be the best game on the PS5, if not the best game ever made so far for PlayStation, although we all know some amazing games are on their way soon, so let's see how they hold up against this game. So coming on to the secret of the game that's connected to a different exclusive PlayStation game is no other than the Uncharted game, with the same message or the same text that's currently on the ring from The Last of Us Part 2, although it's not Part 1, but as a franchise it's still connected to Uncharted, with this text showing on the ring, which is actually in Uncharted 2. Very interesting. That's all from me. Subscribe and stay tuned, as I will be discussing another game next week as usual. Stay with Love Gaming Retro for much more reviews and news, all for you.